Michael Madsen, the Chicago-born actor, best known for his roles in Kill Bill and Reservoir Dog, has died. His publicist says he had a cardiac arrest and was found unresponsive in his Malibu home this morning. One of his early roles was in the production of Mice and Men at the Steppenwolf Theater.
The tough guy of Hollywood is no more. The man who brought unforgettable rage, charm, and intensity to the screen for over 40 years is no longer with us. Michael Madsen was found dead on July 3, 2025 at his home in Malibu, California. But now the question is, what exactly happened to this iconic actor, and how did a man who seemed larger than life suddenly collapse without warning? Let's try to find the answer in today's full breakdown of his life, career, and final moments. Madsen started his acting career at the Steppenwolf Theater Company in Chicago. There he worked as an apprentice under actor John Malkovich and appeared in a production of Mice and Men. His first important film role was in the science fiction movie War Games in 1983. After that, he played many different characters in movies and quickly became known for his intense acting style. One of the most important moments in his career was in 1992, when he played the character Mr. Blonde in Quentin Tarantino's first movie, Reservoir Dogs. This role made him famous for playing violent and unpredictable characters. The movie became a cult classic, and the scene where Mr. Blonde tortures a police officer is still remembered as one of the most shocking in film history. Madsen wanted the role of Mr. Pink, but that part went to Steve Buscemi. After Reservoir Dogs, Madsen continued to work with Quentin Tarantino. He played Bood, the brother of Bill in Kill Bill Volume 2 in 2004, and he also appeared in The Hateful Eight in 2015 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019. These movies helped him stay popular with new generations of movie fans. Madsen also acted in many other well-known films. He played Glenn Greenwood, the foster father in the family movie Free Willy, and appeared in Donnie Brasco, Thelma and Louise, Species, Sin City, Die Another Day, and Scary Movie 4. In total, he acted in more than 300 movies during his career, including many low-budget films. Sometimes he took small roles just to support his family, explaining that he needed to earn money for groceries and gas, especially after becoming a father to 6 children. Besides movies, Madsen also worked in television and video games. He had voice roles in popular games like Grand Theft Auto 3, Narc, the Dishonored series with crime boss Rocky City. He appeared in TV shows such as 24, where he played Jim Ricker, and in the reality show Celebrity Big Brother, finishing in 4th place. Madsen's personal life was complicated and sometimes troubled. He was married 3 times. His first wife was Georgine Lapierre, who is the half-sister of the famous singer and actress Cher. They married in 1984 and divorced in 1988. He then married Janine Bisignano from 1991 to 1995, and finally, he married Deanna Morgan in 1996. With these 3 women, he had a total of 6 children, including 2 sons, Christian and Max, who also became actors. Some reports mention that he had 7 children in total. Tragedy struck his family in January 2022 when his son Hudson died by suicide. After that, Michael Madsen officially filed for divorce from his wife, Deanna Madsen, after nearly 28 years of marriage. According to official court documents, Michael Madsen is citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their separation, but in an attached personal statement, he has made far more serious allegations about his estranged wife. Madsen claimed that Deanna's alleged neglect, drinking habits, and alcoholism played a direct role in pushing their son Hudson, who was just 26 years old at the time, towards suicide. He stated that the phrase irreconcilable differences does not fully describe the emotional and psychological trauma that he says he experienced within the relationship. The documents confirm that Michael and Deanna were married on April 15, 1996, and they remained together until shortly after Hudson's passing in early 2022. Their separation has now become public with this legal filing, Just days before his death, Michael had spoken to him and received a final message from Hudson that read, "I love you, Dad." According to Madsen, there were no visible signs of depression, which made the sudden loss even more painful and confusing.
Kill Bill star Michael Madsen has been arrested just 1 month after his son's suspected suicide made headlines. According to multiple reports, the 64-year-old actor was arrested Wednesday night in Malibu on suspicion of misdemeanor trespassing.
Madsen has further taken legal action by requesting a domestic violence restraining order against Deanna. In a statement, he denied domestic violence charges that she reportedly filed against him in August 2024. According to legal records, Michael was arrested in the early hours of Saturday, August 17, 2024. His bail was set at $20,000. He was later released and returned home by Monday, August 19th. Madsen's attorney, Perry Wander, stated that Michael confronted his estranged wife and asked her to leave their home, describing the situation as an ongoing problem. He added that Michael had shown compassion and restraint throughout the process and firmly denied that his client was guilty of any domestic violence. Financially, Madsen faced many challenges. At the peak of his career, he earned a lot of money, but by 2009, he filed for bankruptcy. He reported a monthly income of only $3,300, but owed millions of dollars in debt. He owed $1 million to Quentin Tarantino and $25,000 to actor Pierce Brosnan. He was sued for owing $80,000 in rent in Malibu and appeared several times on California's list of top tax delinquents. In 2013, he settled a $640,000 debt with the IRS, but as of 2021, he still owed more than $509,000. To recover financially, he accepted many roles in low-budget films and kept working until his last days. Madsen was also known for his charity work. He received an award from Shriners Hospital for Children in 2002 and hosted events to raise money for children's cancer research. He tried to use his fame to help others, even when he was facing his own problems. Despite his tough guy image on screen, people who knew him described him as a caring father and friend. He once said in an interview, "I'm just an actor. I'm a father. I've got 7 children. When I'm not making a movie, I'm home in pajamas watching The Rifleman on TV." He also started a line of hot sauces called American Badass and wrote poetry. At the time of his death, he was preparing to release a new book called Tears for My Father: Outlaw Thoughts and Poems. But then, on July 3, 2025, the authorities responded to a 911 call and arrived at his residence in the morning. When they reached the scene, they found Madsen unresponsive. He was pronounced dead at 8:25 a.m. local time by emergency responders. According to statements from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and his manager Ron Smith, the cause of death was cardiac arrest. There was no sign of foul play and the death appeared to be from natural causes. Michael Madsen's death was confirmed by both his manager and his publicist. The news quickly spread across major news outlets, as Madsen was a familiar face in the film industry for over 4 decades. The incident took place in Malibu, which is a city in California known for its beautiful beaches and as a home to many celebrities. Emergency services, including deputies and fire department personnel, responded to the call at Madsen's home. After examining him, they declared that he had died from cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest is a medical emergency where the heart suddenly stops beating. This can happen for several reasons, including heart disease or other health problems that affect the heart's function. In the United States, cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death, affecting hundreds of thousands of people every year. In Madsen's case, it was confirmed that there were no suspicious circumstances or evidence of foul play, meaning there was no crime involved.
The movie community is mourning Michael Madsen. The star's rep confirming to NBC News he suffered a heart attack the morning of July 3rd and later died from cardiac arrest. Madsen was 67 years old.
At the time of his death, Michael Madsen was 67 years old. This age is considered to be within the range where heart-related issues become more common. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the risk of cardiac arrest and other heart problems increases as people get older, especially after the age of 60. Many people in this age group may have underlying health conditions that make them more vulnerable to sudden heart issues. But there was no public information about any specific health problems that Madsen may have had before his death. The information of his death came from his manager, Ron Smith, who spoke to several news outlets to provide the official details. The publicist, Liz Rodriguez, also confirmed the news to the media. Both stated that Madsen's death was sudden and unexpected.
It's not like I have to come in and start with any shenanigans. I just walk in and I'm the guy that everyone's been talking about. And I think that's part of the setup for some interesting characters. I mean, obviously.
And now, in the memory of Michael Madsen, we're also going to recap one of his most unforgettable movies, Reservoir Dogs. It starts with 8 men sitting around a table in a small diner, having breakfast. These men do not use their real names, instead, they use color-based aliases. Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Brown. Along with them are Joe Cabot, a small-time crime boss, and his son, nice guy, Eddie Gabbett. All of them are dressed in identical black suits with white shirts and black ties, which has since become an iconic look in film history. The opening scene is memorable not just for its visuals, but also for its dialogue. The men discuss topics like Madonna's song, Like a Virgin, and the concept of tipping waitresses. Mr. Pink in particular refuses to tip, explaining his reasons in a long, funny, and somewhat controversial speech. This scene, while seemingly unrelated to the main plot, sets the tone for the rest of the film. It shows the personalities of the characters and their relationships with each other. After breakfast, the story jumps forward to a chaotic aftermath. We see Mr. White driving a car at high speed. In the back seat, Mr. Orange is bleeding heavily from a gunshot wound to his abdomen. He is in severe pain, screaming and begging for help. Mr. White tries to comfort him, telling him that he will survive, but it is clear that Mr. Orange's condition is serious. They arrive at an abandoned warehouse, which is the meeting place for the gang after the heist. Inside the warehouse, Mr. White and Mr. Orange are soon joined by Mr. Pink. Mr. Pink is angry and paranoid, convinced that the police were waiting for them at the jewelry store. He believes that someone in their group is a traitor, an undercover cop who set them up. Mr. White agrees that something is wrong, and the two men start to discuss what happened during the heist. Through a series of flashbacks, we learn that the robbery went horribly wrong. The police arrived almost immediately, shots were fired, and chaos erupted. Mr. Brown was killed during the escape, and the whereabouts of Mr. Blonde and Mr. Blue are unknown. Mr. Pink reveals that he managed to escape with the stolen diamonds. He hid them in a safe place before coming to the warehouse. He also describes how he was chased by several police officers, shot at them, and even killed 1 or 2 in self-defense. Mr. White and Mr. Pink argue about what to do next. Mr. Orange, still bleeding, begs to be taken to a hospital, but Mr. White refuses, saying that it would be too risky. Suddenly, Mr. Blonde arrives at the warehouse. He is calm and collected, but Mr. White is furious with him. During the heist, Mr. Blonde lost control and started shooting innocent people in the store. This act of violence, according to Mr. White, is what caused the police to arrive so quickly. Mr. Blonde, however, insists that he only acted in self-defense and that he warned the staff not to trigger the alarm. Mr. Blonde then reveals a shocking surprise. He leads Mr. White and Mr. Pink to his car and opens the trunk, and inside is Marvin Nash, a police officer whom Mr. Blonde took hostage during the escape. Mr. Blonde's actions raise even more suspicion among the group. Is he the traitor, or is he just a violent psychopath? In another flashback, we learn more about Mr. Blonde's background. His real name is Vic Vega. He recently got out of prison after serving 4 years for armed robbery. He refused to betray Joe Cabot or any of his associates, earning their trust and respect. Joe and his son Eddie decided to include Mr. Blonde in the diamond heist as a reward for his loyalty. Now, don't forget to comment down your thoughts on this situation, and while you're down there, make sure to give this video a like, smash that subscribe button, and also ring that notification bell.